Do we have the same beer?
I'm going to be as nice as I can about it.
That's really good.
Oh yeah! Hop, 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 hop.
That's insane. I think this is Robert Downey Jr.
This is the hardest one we've done so far.
I really want to burn your hair. A year ago, we put 3 US beers and 3 UK beers against each other in a blind tasting to see who would come out on top.
And spoiler alert, America won. But being Brits, we can't let that slide. Oh no, that's just not cricket, is it, Chris?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so we're calling for a best of 3.
And in the interest of making it bigger and better than last time, we're going to be throwing in an extra beer. So we're going to be doing this with 4 different styles: an IPA, a double IPA, a smoothie sour, and a barrel-aged Imperial Stout.
This is Beer Wars!
Yes, it is. So the lineups then, and first we've got Team America, and these are courtesy of our friends at Brew Export. So Paul, who have we got?
For IPA contender, all the way from Ohio, we have CLAG, which stands for...
Cocky little Asian guy.
What a name, love it. And that's a 7% Citra, Motueka and Nectaron. For our dipper, all the way from Rhode Island, we have a Tilted Barn, 8% Citra, Eldorado and Galaxy. For our smoothie sour, we have one of the finest purveyor of the style from Mortalis, and this is raspberry, banana, granola and yogurt, and it's 7%.
It's a good job I missed breakfast.
And finally, for our stout, from Anaheim in California, this absolute monster from Bottle Logic, and this is a 12% bourbon barrel-aged coffee, cacao and marshmallow stout. So looking forward to that.
Oh,
Chris, what's the lineup for Team GB?
Team GB, yes. For the IPA category, we have Even Sharks Need Water, which is an IPA from our mates at Verdant. That's packed full of Citra and Galaxy. For the dipper, we've got a triple dry hopped double IPA from Overtone up in Glasgow, and that's got Eldorado, Eldorado Cryo, Citra and Mosaic. For the smoothie sour, we've got Azvex's Mana series, and this is the passion fruit, guava, mango. It's basically going to be a pina colada in a can. And finally, for the Imperial Stout, we have something from Pomona Island up in Salford, Manchester, and it's an ex-bourbon barrel-aged Black Forest Gatto Imperial Stout at 11.5%, which I cannot wait to try. And I reckon that's going to give Bottle Logic a run for its money.
Let's hope so.
Round 1.
IPA.
We don't know which one's which. I mean, if we're going to look at this on... Oh, do we have this... Do we have the same beer? It looks very similar.
Practically identical.
They're practically the same. Okay, so which one do we want to kind of go in for first then?
Let's go with the right hand first.
Okay, so...
Ronk.
To the ronk, sir.
Good ronking. Oh, okay.
I like that.
So that's orange all day on the smell. Lots of peach.
Yeah.
Bit of lime. All the good stuff.
I'm getting quite a bit of that tropical thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we have a sip?
I already have. I went straight in. Smooth.
It is smooth. It's very nice.
Oh, really bitter on the aftertaste. Whoa, builds and builds and builds.
That's really good. That's
smooth. It's got a very familiar mouthfeel to it.
Yeah. Shall we try the one on the left?
Yep.
Because trying these next to each other might be quite nice. So that's going on the ronk on this one.
Oh,
That's different.
Immediately,
that's got that American Skittlesy smell.
It's Skittles all day. Yeah.
Ooh.
Even more lime.
I'm getting.
And again, there is a build of.
I'm getting fruit salad. A lot of fruit salad. There's a lot of sweetness in this one, not a lot of bitterness.
I think there's a bit of a build, but again, I think it might be because we're drinking it with that. But yeah, maybe it's not as, the bitterness isn't as, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't continue as much. It dies off quicker.
So Paul, I mean, you actually got me into CLAG, and you got me back to the CLAG to the Future.
CLAG to the Future, yeah.
I remember having that one. I think I've given that one a very favourable score on Untapped. I think it's like a 4.75.
Nice.
Because I was like, this is the real deal. When you consider that beer has travelled all the way from Ohio.
Yeah, the name alone made me buy a bunch from Brew Export.
Great can art.
Great can art.
I mean, the one that we've got, we should have the cans in front of us. We should do that for the next. Oh, there they are.
Blimey.
How could I miss them?
Yeah, so...
yeah, I love that.
Cocky little Asian guy. Should we vote?
Let's vote.
Let's vote. On go, Chris.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
Both gone the same.
Interesting.
So I've picked that one because I just think it's a better rounded beer. There's more bitterness to it. I'm going to take a stab that's going to be the Verdant.
Yep, same.
But that Galaxy is really giving it the nice polish at the end where it's just a bit more edgy. So Verdant make it 2-0 to the Brits as Sharks take a bite out of the cocky little Asian guy. Still all to play for though for the Americans as we enter Paul's least favourite part of the day, the smoothie sour round.
Which one are you going to go for first?
Go for this one on the right again.
The yellow thick one?
It smells, I think it just smells like fruit smoothie. It smells like...
I'm going to remind myself what's in each one. So this is the passion fruit, guava, mango and coconut manna by Azvex. Okay, so this is 6%.
It's got some sour to it, I'll give it that.
I haven't got to the taste yet, but I'm just going on the aroma. Look, again, I'm going to treat it with respect. Smell the passion fruit, getting the coconut, getting everything.
That's thick.
I still don't really know what guava smells like.
That's really good. I think... What?
Went to take a swig, then ended up thinking, I'm going to have to chew this.
Yeah, it's very thick. What I like about it though, is that this says a smoothie sour, and I've had a lot of smoothie sours that are essentially just smoothies with no sour. So I've got to kind of mark this up for the sourness, because I'm getting some real, and it's not just tartness, I'm actually getting sour.
I'm going to be as nice as I can about it, and I think Azvex have absolutely smashed the brief there. Every flavour is prominent. It's a smoothie sour through and through. It's an extreme example of a smoothie sour, and you've got some in your moustache. I'm sure I have as well.
Let's visit this, because these are the guys, I would say, that are they're the milestone of what
Perhaps inspiration for Azvex?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we'd have to talk to Azvex about that, but I'm pretty sure that the smoothie sour style, it's very much an American thing that's come over.
Very much so.
Come over here. But yes, Mortalis generally are the standard bearers for the style, so let's give them a bit of a...
The difference here immediately, I mean, the body in that is just like your pureed fruit. That's what that is. This feels a little bit more milkshakey.
It's a lot thinner.
It's a lot thinner, but that is an extreme bodied beer.
Jesus, smell that. On the wrong, that's overwhelming. I'm really getting the yogurt and the granola thing.
The yogurt, on the smell alone, you could tell there's been some love and attention and experimentation into that, and they've delivered 100% what they set out to do. And then on the taste, same again. That
tastes better than that. But the thickness just isn't there for me. The consistency is just... And I'm not sure how to mark that to that point.
No, well, I've got the same with both beers, to be honest with you.
Because I'm not getting any sour, really. It's not really sour for me.
What I'm going to say with this particular style, because I'm not invested in it and, I have a almost puritanical dislike of it, is both of those beers have absolutely nailed what they set out to do. It's clear.
Hit the brief.
Hit the brief 100%, and there's no exaggeration on the description now on these tins. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh!
I just think the body on that was a step too far for me.
For me, it all comes down to balance. This doesn't have the thickness of the body of the smoothie. It doesn't have any sour in it. That does. That has sweet and also sour. But that's not a slight on this beer. I think this beer is great, but I just think that one is better. We've got a split decision then in round 2, so both sides take a point each, and hey, you know what? Paul didn't throw up, so he can have a point too. We're heading to round 3 now, with the Brits maintaining a 2-point lead. What time is it, boys?
Dipper time.
Dipper time, my favourite time.
It's probably our favourite time, yes.
Yeah.
So what have we got in terms of the actual beer then? So this is an 8%.
This is also 8%.
And we've got Citra,
This has also got Citra.
Eldorado.
This has also got Eldorado in spades.
In
also
spades?
Cryo as well. Eldorado
So you double Eldorado. Yeah. And I think this is Galaxy as well.
This one has Mosaic.
Okay, so 2 out of the 3 of the hops.
2 out of the 3 of the hops match.
So it'd be interesting to see what Mosaic and Galaxy bring to the table.
Yeah.
If we can identify.
First thing that comes to mind there is these look different. What?
Well, it's weird because they're almost identical in colour, but the body's completely different. One's a completely haze juice.
This one's a bit more, the one on the right is a bit more orangey. In on the wrong. That smells awesome.
Oh yeah. Jam.
Yeah.
Citrus.
Jammy, mangoey. Pineapple.
Yeah. All the key buzzwords that you want to be smelling in this style of beer, right?
Should we have a sip?
Before we do that, let's just smell the other one first and see.
Okay, yeah, aroma.
See if we can aromarise both of them.
Holy shit, that smells incredible.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell's going on there, but that smells insane.
It's got one of my favourite descriptors in the smell, which is burnt hair.
What?
I've got the burnt hair thing going.
Have you?
Yeah.
I really want to burn your hair.
Oh, it smells lovely. Not as good as this though.
This, I mean, it's very similar actually. It's similar, but I don't know.
That's got a bit more sweetness, a bit more jamminess to it. This is a little bit more, it feels a little bit drier, I think. Ooh. Hop, 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 hop.
It's like a bass drop in your mouth.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's doing a thing.
Ooh, that's a good balance of sweetness. There's a lot more sweetness on the nose, but in the taste, that comes through in a hoppy bitterness that you're getting punched in the tonsils.
No, you don't get the sweet jamminess on the taste that you get on the aroma.
It's all on the wrong.
Yeah, it's all on the wrong, which is, to me, that's like a brilliant pathway to a good beer immediately, you know.
That's very bitter.
Yeah, it's just hops going crazy. I love it. I'm not sure I could taste Mosaic or Galaxy in that at all, so I can't identify which beer this is. And I'm not even getting any kind of identifying Americanism.
My hunch is there's Galaxy in that because of the bitterness.
Possibly.
Because it's so aggressive. I think the Galaxy is in that.
It's definitely kicking some arse, isn't it? It's good.
Ooh.
Fuck, it's excellent, in fact.
This one just...
A bit woody.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it smells amazing.
Sweet sip.
Yes.
Boom.
This is a battle of the titans, this is great.
Whoa. Okay, that one is a hoppy shootout in a saloon. And this one, it's like a walk in a meadow of fruit. It's so smooth. How smooth is that?
I think the meadow thing is accurate because it rounds out, but there's an overwhelming nod towards West Coast style beer making there. It's
sending me into a frenzy.
It's so well rounded, and it's got that bitterness to it. It's got that kind of woody, piney base note to it, but then you get a little bit of sweetness. It feels like this is the Mosaic to me. I struggle with the Galaxy, to be honest with you, in terms of identifying it.
I think now,
but the Mosaic is. It feels very West Coast orientated Mosaic brewing to me. That does.
Having tried the two now, and knowing the bitterness on that one, and knowing the character that Galaxy brings to a beer, with that harsh, aggressive hoppiness, that for me is the one that's got the Galaxy in.
Yeah, I agree. In retrospect, this is the hardest one we've done so far.
Yeah, these are two
top end
beers, and I have no idea where to place them.
I would absolutely love to drink either of those repeatedly. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
We're at odds again.
Here we go again.
So for me, this beer, that first smell that I got and the sip of it, it's so easy drinking. It's absolutely...
I think that is a stunning beer. But for some reason, just the pure joy of the hop overload in that beer has just connected with me.
A hotly contested round there with 2 exceptional beers, but another split decision means the Brits go 4-2 up. Can they hold on in the final round where we have a clash of the barrel-aged titans? So here we are, the final round, the Imperial Stouts.
The final stout round. I mean, look at them. They look exactly the same.
That one's black.
You know,
That one's black.
we're trying to get ahead on each one of them, and it happens after a while, and then it just dissipates. But this is, you know, barrel-aged malarkey going on here.
Yeah, but let's talk about this one here. So this Pomona Island, when was this bottled?
Oh yeah, so this might be a little bit of a cheat code for Pomona Island. I'm hoping it's not, because I know how good Bottle Logic stuff is. But this is 3 years old now.
Okay.
I mean, since it was bottled, so...
Bottled in 2021.
Yeah, I mean, we had this when Hall, the beer shop, was still a thing. So we got this, and it's been sat in a bottle for 3 years. So this might have aged really nicely.
So you've tried Bottle Logic before?
Yes.
I've not tried any Bottle Logic
Not
before,
this one, by the way. The one I tried was a younger version. I don't think it was as involved as this, because this has got a lot of stuff in it. This is cacao nibs and coffee, and you know, it's bourbon barrel aged, and you know, this whole marshmallow stout thing they've got going on, which I'm really intrigued to try. But I think the flavours, you know, we're looking here, cherry cacao and all that stuff, it kind of blends together quite well.
Let's get stuck in. Let's stay to the right.
Okay.
And let's go for the ronk on this one.
Ooh. Oh, very grown up.
Rich. Very rich. I mean, immediately I'm getting big chocolatey dark fruits. I'm getting
Tobacco.
bit of tobacco. Yeah, loads of dark chocolate.
I mean, like, saturated in dark chocolate.
My
I mean,
God. Interestingly, I'm not getting too much on the bourbon.
No, there's no
Not getting any bourbon.
There's no alcohol burn smell. Now that might be because it might be this one.
It's aged off.
It's mellowed and it's disappeared.
Well, should we go left and have a...
I'm more intrigued about the smell here.
I'm getting more.
Oh, okay.
Whiskey.
Oh, that's thrown me now.
I think compared to what that one smells like, this one smells lackluster.
That smells deeper. More.
That's insane. I don't know which one that is. I mean, like I'm also getting cherry in this one, so I think you're right. I don't know.
I mean, like massive amounts of cherry in that one.
Jesus Christ, the chocolate on this is insane. There's so much chocolate there. And then on this, I'm just getting booze. Right, so
Okay.
start with the right.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, this is exciting.
This is genuine. I mean, it smells fucking incredible. If I could rate a beer just on its smell, 5.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Licorice. Chocolate, licorice.
I can't get any booze as such, but that's not a bad thing, I don't think. Oh my God, that is absolutely brilliant.
We're currently in May, and I would have this down as a beer of the year.
From that swig
just based
alone.
on that swig and that smell. This is, I don't know what this is, but it's fucking great. Left.
Let's do it. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
All bean. That's almost, it's got no aroma to it now.
There isn't any aroma to it.
It's killed it. That has killed this beer.
Will taste nice though. Ooh. There's a really nice, mellow, fruity, chocolatey coffee thing going on there. Less licorice. Good God, this is difficult.
I was not, okay, after that, which is like a sledgehammer to the palate in the best possible way. It's got everything going on. Oh man, that is a sensational bit. Then you come over here and you have something that's kind of just, you drank that over there, but why don't you come and
Do you know what this is?
try a bit of this over here?
Do you know what this is? It's unassuming. It smells Look, there's not a lot going on. Honestly, I don't get anything on the wrong.
Yeah.
But on the flavour, shit, that is a smooth drinking. It's going to be at least an 11.5 or a 12% beer. How smooth is that?
This is a big, showy example of the style. So I'm thinking, what actor would be a big, showy example who's still absolutely brilliant at their craft? When you get Nick Cage, when he's nailed the performance he's doing, not stupid Nick Cage.
I reckon that's a really good. That's a good analogy.
It's bringing everything up to 11, and it's like
that beer right there is Nick Cage, but Nicolas Cage when he's actually bringing it to the table, and he's not doing like Lord of War levels of cheese.
No.
Just
this is Raising Arizona, Nick Cage, right? This is been around the block, kid, but you know.
I think this is Robert Downey Jr.
No, I think it's more Ian McKellen. I was going to say. So,
do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a bit smoother. You know, he doesn't have to show off anymore. He's nailed his craft.
But I also think that could be said of Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, it's semantics at this stage. Yeah. God, this is good fun.
This is great fun.
This is great, man. And it just, you know, there's no losers here, man. This is now just down to personal preference at this point now. Okay, on go then. 3, 2, 1, go.
We agree.
We agree.
So a unanimous decision in the final round means Bottle Logic's Imperial Stout equalises for the Americans, meaning that after 4 rounds we were left with a draw, or a tie if you're our transatlantic cousins. At the time we were committed to settling the score and finding a winner, so we drafted in some Allagash and some crossover beer to break the tie in a tenuous Golden Ale category. But after another split decision and being very aware that we weren't getting any more sober, we decided to just call it a draw. We did, however, manage to slur our way through an outro, which sets the stage for a 3rd innings, so maybe it is cricket after all.
So we've had US won the last one.
Yep.
We've had a draw this time.
Yep.
Which means that it kind of feels like it's not definitive.
Yeah, we need to find some kind of date to do the next one, don't
Definitely
we?
feels like that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking...
particular date we could do.
Could we do July?
Early July. Maybe.
Early July? Oh, how about... I'm thinking US versus UK. How about the 4th of July? That sounds like a good date for me.
Hang on, that feel. Can't do it, mate. My car's in the garage. I've got the MOT, so... Can you do the 5th?
I mean, yeah, 5th of July could work.
See you on the 5th of July.
See you then.